Have you ever heard of the Araçá Piranga? They say she roams the forests and rivers of Brazilian folklore, a creature that blends beauty and terror, leaving a trail of fear and fascination wherever she goes. Some claim that when you hear her song, the most curious feel an irresistible pull, but those who approach rarely return to tell the tale. Who is the Araçá Piranga, really? A guardian of the forests, or a vengeful spirit hunting those who dare disrespect nature? Imagine the scene: a silent night, the wind rustling the trees, and the sounds of the forest whispering ancient secrets. Suddenly, a reddish glow emerges from the shadows, accompanied by a murmur that chills even the bravest. It is the Araçá Piranga, they say, choosing her victims with precision, drawing them into the unknown, mixing fear with a curiosity that is impossible to resist. But is it all just legend, or is there something darker behind this story? Get ready, because today we're diving into the mystery of the Araçá Piranga, one of the most enigmatic figures of Brazilian folklore, where every detail can reveal more than we'd like to imagine, or make us question everything we thought we knew about the stories told to us as children. To understand the Araçá Piranga, we first need to explore the roots of Brazilian folklore, a rich universe full of stories blending fear, magic, and lessons about life and nature. Brazil, with its dense forests, winding rivers, and scattered rural communities, has always been fertile ground for legends passed down through generations, often as warnings about the dangers of the wilderness or the importance of respecting nature. The Araçá Piranga emerges in this context as one of the most intriguing figures. Unlike other folkloric characters, her presence carries an aura of mystery and ambiguity. Some describe her as a hypnotically beautiful woman with eyes reflecting the fire of the forest and a voice capable of seducing even the most cautious. Others depict her as a vengeful entity ready to punish those who disrespect the forest or its animals. Reeve, full of symbolism, evokes the strength and mystery of native fruits and blood, a direct connection to life, death, and the unknown. But the Araçá Piranga is not just a story to frighten. She reflects humanity's relationship with nature, the fear of the unknown, and the need for caution in the wild. The legend reminds us that there are forces we may never fully understand, and that the forest guards' secrets we perhaps should never uncover. Today, we'll explore every detail of this story, walk through the shadows of mystery, and try to discover whether the Araçá Piranga is merely a myth or something far more real than we dare admit. The legend of the Araçá Piranga begins deep in the Brazilian forests, in villages forgotten by time, where silence is broken only by the sound of flowing rivers and the rustling of leaves. The elders say that on full moon nights you can hear a distant, soft, almost hypnotic song. Those who let themselves be drawn in by the sound feel a strange sense of comfort, as if guided by invisible hands. But soon, curiosity turns into terror. Those who follow the song of the Araçá Piranga rarely return, and those who do bring back stories so disturbing that no one can sleep peacefully. According to the tales, The Araçá Piranga appears as a woman of unparalleled beauty, with long black hair that blends with the night's shadows, and eyes that seem to reflect the fire at the very heart of the forest. Some say her skin has reddish tones, as if lit from within, a glow that both attracts and terrifies. She doesn't speak, yet her song seems to whisper secrets no one should hear, capable of stirring memories, fears, and desires buried deep in the soul. It's as if the forest itself had come to life, using the Araçá Piranga as its instrument to protect what is hers and punish those who dare disrespect it. It's also said that the Araçá Piranga possesses abilities that defy logic. She can move among trees and shadows unseen, vanish before the most watchful eyes, and, when angered, cause mysterious accidents that science can never explain. A simple walk through the forest at night can turn into a nightmare, leaves moving on their own, whispers coming from nowhere, and that distant song calling, as if testing your courage and sanity. The oldest accounts tell of encounters that blend beauty and horror. Men and women who tried to follow the Araçá Piranga claim to have felt a mix of attraction and dread, an urge to approach paired with the certainty that something terrible was about to happen. Some swear they saw red eyes glowing in the dark. Others felt the cold touch of invisible hands, almost dragging them into the woods. And some say that if you look directly at her, you are marked forever, as if the very essence of the Araçá Piranga has etched itself into your soul. But not all is suffering or terror. Some of the older villagers claim that the Araçá Piranga also protects those who respect the forest and the life within it. The legend warns, it is not curiosity alone that should be feared, but recklessness. Those who trespass without respect, who destroy or underestimate the power of nature, encounter the Araçá Piranga, ready to remind them of their place. The duality of the legend, beauty and horror, protection and vengeance, is what makes it so fascinating and enduring, crossing generations and keeping alive the memory that the forest holds secrets far beyond human understanding. Telling the story of the Araçá Piranga, we realize that the fear is not only of what she is, but of what she represents, the unknown, the power of nature, and the limits of human courage. Every detail of the legend challenges us to question how far we would go when confronted with something we cannot understand, something that seems alive, conscious, and capable of deciding who deserves to survive and who should disappear. It is this mystery, this fine line between myth and reality, that keeps the Araçá Piranga alive in the memories and accounts of those brave enough to cross her path. Now it's time to ask yourself, what if the Araçá Piranga isn't just a story told to scare children or warn about the dangers of the forest? Reports of encounters with this mysterious figure have multiplied among villages and riverside communities, creating a web of mystery that defies logic. Some claim to have seen a woman with black hair and reddish skin emerging from the shadows, her eyes glowing like embers under the moonlight. Others say they heard her song, a sweet, hypnotic sound that seemed to penetrate the mind, revealing secrets no one should know. There are those who believe the Araçá Piranga chooses her victims with almost supernatural precision. Men and women have disappeared without a trace, while some returned with disjointed stories, as if they had experienced something beyond human understanding. A local fisherman recounted seeing the silhouette of a woman by the river, singing and moving her hair. And when he tried to approach, an intense cold ran through his body, forcing him to retreat. Days later, he discovered strange marks on the ground, trails that didn't belong to any known animal, and a sweet scent that lingered in the air. Even among the most skeptical, doubt remains. Scientists and researchers have tried to investigate the strange phenomena in the forests where the Araçá Piranga is most remembered, but they found no concrete explanations. It's as if the legend itself creates invisible barriers, protecting its secret. And that is exactly what makes the story so unsettling. The line between myth and reality disappears, leaving only the fear of the unknown. Now, you might be wondering, what if these stories are true? If the Araçá Piranga really exists? She isn't just a creature of folklore. She is a force of nature that watches, tests, and, if necessary, punishes. Every song, every shadow in the forest, every strange sound at night could be a sign of her presence. And even if we never encounter her, the mere idea that something so powerful, and mysterious could be among us is enough to make us hesitate before entering the darkness of the forest. And so we reach the end of this journey into the mystery of the Araçá Piranga. Throughout this story, we realize that not everything we know about Brazilian folklore is limited to tales told around the campfire. The Araçá Piranga reminds us that the unknown can be both beautiful and terrifying, that nature holds secrets we may never be meant to uncover, and that fear often comes not from what we see, but from what we imagine is hidden in the shadows. Whether she is real or merely the product of generations of collective imagination, the Araçá Piranga challenges us to respect the world around us and reflect on the limits of human curiosity. Each story, each account, invites us to observe the forest with care and attention, reminding us that not everything that glimmers or draws our attention is safe, and that some legends carry lessons far beyond a momentary scare. Now we want to know from you, would you dare to explore a forest at night, knowing the Araçá Piranga could be lurking nearby? Or would you prefer to stay at a distance and simply listen to her distant, mysterious song? Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us about your experiences or any similar legends you know. If you enjoyed uncovering another mystery from Brazilian folklore, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. The adventure into the unknown continues, and only those who follow Urban Secrets will discover just how deep the mystery goes.